If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love WNST.net.
Nobody wants to do Hard Knocks anymore. Billick signed up for it in '01, and my wife and I have been watching faithfully. And it's just so much fun, I think, as a fan, because I haven't been to Cincinnati's practice, but I know some of the people. I know Mike Zimmer. I know some of the players. To see them behind the scenes, but I would love to be in the huddle with Juan Castillo, because I have a feeling it is salty, feisty, over the top. Because these Bengals coaches, I mean, you know, this is like Showtime, HBO. I mean, F-bombs out there, you know, it's very unfiltered, as Brian Billick would say. I have a feeling Juan's a lot of fun, but fiery.
Juan will probably be like one of the main characters, then they definitely would like to follow him around. Because he does a lot. Well, he always blames it on his accent. Like,
Juan got his own language.
Yes.
It's Castilloese or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
And he just always blames stuff on his accent if we don't understand.
Yeah.
I want to interview him one day, man. He's one of my people, Latin people, you know. That's where my people are from. So for you, making the team, being a part of this whole thing, I guess for the fans, these late preseason games have been like hard to watch, and they don't know your number or know your name. But can you maybe express what it's meant to you to be playing in these empty stadiums in an NFL uniform for your job, for your livelihood, for your dream, for what you've wanted to do?
Oh, for me, I really don't pay attention to the fans. I mean, I do after the game. After the game, you know, say what's up.
You got an assignment in front of you.
But yeah, once I get that assignment done, then I'm like, okay, I'm more relieved because, like, I don't know, being a rookie, I'm nervous. You know, oh, I gotta, you know my assignments, do this, do that.
I feel like I'm in Hard Knocks, right? This is like a Hard Knocks segment, right? It's just like that, right? Because I mean, every year it's the same thing, and you've seen it now. You know, so many dozen years into the league, every year there's a guy like him trying to make the team. And a guy like you, he said to me during the break, he's like, I'm hanging out with Brian, he's teaching me a lot. And I guess that's your role. Who taught you when you got
in? And I wish I had somebody that kept me from doing a lot of things, but I just had to learn on my own, and now I'm able to teach others.
So what are you trying to teach him? When you get these young guys, what are the types of things that are said to say to him, this is how you make it in the league? Because the Ravens have a long history, really long history, of having undrafted free agent guys do well, stick around forever, and make a lot of money. I mean, a whole lot of money. You talk about Orlando Brown, God bless his soul, Mike Flynn, Priest Holmes, Bart Scott, Edgerton Hartwell. I mean, we just go down the list of all these guys that weren't drafted.
I try to just teach the rookies things to do to keep their body fresh, and just sometimes they let see the coach see you doing extra. You know, kind of impresses them and to keep you around because they see that you're really into it, and just little different things with technique.
So when you get the call to Baltimore to come as a rookie, I mean, you must think this is the hardest team to make, right? Because of the world champions.
Wait, let's go here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Who was he a fan of prior to coming to Baltimore?
Well, I mean, he is. I have a feeling. See, they finished in second place. You're on the first place team.
Yeah.
You said it right.
You grew up a 49er fan, huh?
Born and raised, man. You can't.
You used to be.
Yeah.
Convert it over.
Like I said, this is my team. This is who I play for. This is who I'm born
You know,
for.
I don't like Steelers fans. That's well documented over a lifetime, right? But if you're from Pittsburgh, I don't really want you to root for the Ravens. You know what I mean? Like, you're supposed to root for the Steelers, and the 49ers are a lifestyle on the West Coast. Everybody loves the 49ers, right?
Yeah.
Either that or Raiders. You got one or the other, right? You're a Raider hater.
Raiders are still in high school. We're waiting for them to come out.
Well, the good news being a Raven fan is we beat them both, right? When it mattered, we beat them both. Let's talk a little bit about the defense for both of you guys, and I guess more than anything, the difference makers and the different guys that we're going to have on the defense. And so many different, I guess, depth in the middle of the field. When you look there, Darryl Smith played like Ray Last said, 51's playing like 52 in these preseason games. You had competed against him with Jacksonville. We brought some guys over here that maybe the fans aren't that familiar with Chris Canty, or maybe they're not that familiar with Marcus Spears, but you guys are familiar
with those two guys because I played against them both. They both were with Dallas. They both were with Dallas, and then Canty went to the Giants. So I played against both of them a few times in my career, and I knew they both were good, premier players. And Canty is a great player, and he's going to help, get some pressure to the quarterback. And Spears is a good run stopper, so he'll be in the middle to help stop the run. So those are two great additions.
The one thing I think we read a lot of during training camp was the defense was beating the offense most days in practice. That was the word.
But at the end, we kept the score. After every practice, we kept the score. The offense won.
Just a little bit.
The offense won.
Oh,
so at the beginning, yeah, of course, because offense, it takes a little longer for everybody to click. But then each day, they add up the score and they show the score of who won and everything, and we ended up winning.
But Flacco had said something 2 weeks in about the defense being an incredible challenge for the offense early on because the defense is just better than maybe anybody thought it was going to be. And I looked at the pieces that they brought in. I looked at the way they drafted. I looked at the veterans they signed, and I said, this isn't a drop off. They're 16, 17 deep on that side of the ball right now.
They're definitely deep. So it was like when they rotate in and out, you still have a problem on your hands. So that's a good thing. And then they just make us so much better in practice because you have Suggs and Doomerville coming off the edge against me and Mike. And their get off is better than a lot of other people's in the league. So when we get into game time, me and Mike are like hearing them try to get back in our sets, but it's like we're so much faster now because we have to go against those guys every day, so it makes it a lot easier game time.
Is it an inherent, deficiency for the offense that you guys have to play every snap and they get to game plan, they get to bring fresh bodies off?
You know why? When say a game like Denver, we start like on the 20, and then it's like you have a long drive. So as soon as you get to the 50, a whole new group of people that are fresh that just sat there and watched you go 50 yards comes in, and it's like, oh my gosh, now I got to try to wear these people down these next 50 yards.
Then you get in the red zone and all the other guys come back
in, and it's like everybody's fresh, you're just still out there the whole time.
Well, I mean, do you subscribe to the thin air thing in Denver, or are you not?
It was so cold, I couldn't even tell you if the air was thin or not.
I was watching the game from the press box, right? So, I mean, I'm supposed to be warm and all that. I'm in the press box. I had my gloves on with my fingers out. I was on this computer typing. I had my earmuffs on. And by the fourth quarter, before it even got to overtime or double overtime, I had the heating packs in my shoes because the press box was 40 degrees. I mean, not like 5 on the field, but it was cold. You could see your breath in the press box.
They turned our benches off. The benches had heaters in them. So by the time it got to overtime, our benches were off. So it was like you couldn't even warm up over there anymore. We like, did they set us up, or maybe they just had enough fuel for they didn't expect it to go into overtime?
Then we get to the Super Bowl, and this guy gets the 49ers to cheat and turn the lights off.
I heard that
Hey, I thought we was coming back on that one too.
That's the old we. This is the new we.
They.
Yeah. They thought they was coming back.
Right, they.
But we won.
Well, we're having some fun up here. I mean, I obviously everybody's behind you guys, defending world champions. Give it up for Bryant McKinney. Give it up for J.J. Uncle coming out. Having some fun tonight. Harford County strong. We'll be back up here for some more shows later on in the year. And we raised some money for Living Classrooms tonight. Reminder for everybody, Purple Rain 1, Purple Rain 2 right there. Give your Twitter address. You want to give
my
Twitter
Twitter and my
lowdown.
Instagram, if you want to see pictures behind the scenes in the locker room, stuff like that.
Wait a minute.
You can follow me at Bryant McKinney. BRYANT MCKINNIE.
Yeah.
It's the same for both.
Do you have a Twitter, Jay?
Nah, I don't do that.
You have Instagram?
I got an Instagram, man. I got an Instagram, YAY_Uma. That's me.
That's
You
it.
might have to spell that.
So we want to pronounce.
Oh,
So how would your family pronounce your name? What would they call? What was your God-given name? Is it Joe? Joe?
yeah, Joe.
Joe is your. Okay, it's not Joseph, just Joe.
Just Joe.
Unga.
Uma. Yeah.
All right. I'm working on the pronunciation of the Tongan people. I'm going to visit your island. Blue water,
Yeah.
white sand,
Yeah.
like pineapple, good stuff like that. What do you got? What do you grow?
Everything.
All the good stuff.
Y'all got
All the
mangoes?
good stuff.
Mangoes.
Mangoes. Who don't got mangoes, man?
I love they got mangoes all over the world. Number one fruit in the world is mangoes. All right, my thanks to Fremont Mortgage, Carl, and everybody. See everybody up here at Adams Jeep. Give it up for these guys and wish them well in Denver next week. Let's bring it back 1-0 for the Labor Day weekend. And my thanks to Jeff for producing and Pete and my wife as well. We'll step out. We'll come back with some regular WNST programming, none of this weird stuff next.
If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love WNST.net.